talking a little bit of college football before I get out of your way and get ready to get on with the rest of my day. Let's start in the Pac-12, where UCLA and USC have already departed for the Big Ten. They'll join Ohio State and Michigan and those guys next year. Colorado, which, listen, to be honest, their football program wasn't worth much. But guess what? Deion Sanders, Coach Prime is there now. Colorado heads to the Big 12. So now you got teams like Utah, Washington, and Oregon trying to figure out, is the Pac-12 going to be able to hang on and remain a power conference? Or are they going to leave the Pac-12 as well, and you really see the Pac-12 unravel and become the Mountain West for all intents and purposes? Now, let's start with Arizona. If I'm Arizona, I'm out. I skate to the Big 12. I can go play basketball with Kansas. You know what I'm saying? I get in the Kansas Conference. Houston's there as well. So now I still am a power team when it comes to college basketball. So if I'm Arizona, I'm out, no questions asked. Utah, Washington, and Oregon, they can kind of position themselves to be the future of the Pac-12. They keep it from being a regional conference. You know what I'm saying? But the problem is the TV deal. The Pac-12 conference is looking to do a deal with Apple TV and Apple TV Plus. Basically, in order to watch Pac-12 football, you would have to have a Apple TV Plus subscription. And from that, the conference will pay out the schools. Well, if nobody don't subscribe to watch the schools play, then what are we doing? I think the Pac-12's in trouble. I could see the Utahs and the Washington staying. I already told you I think Arizona is out, and I think Oregon is going too. Oregon, that powerhouse with Nike. I could see them making a move to the Big Ten, or to the Big 12 themselves, because Oregon is a brand. It's associated with Nike, and I don't think they want to be involved with this Apple TV Plus with the Pac-12. The Pac-12 is basically getting the treatment that the Big East got about a decade or so ago. Now, as college football reorganizes and we get ready to go into an expanded playoff, the NIL era, the transfer portal era, I think the team that really is the piece that can unravel the way we look at college sports, not just college football, at college sports right now, is the Florida State Seminoles. Now, there are rumors that that Florida State could possibly be looking to leave the ACC to join either the SEC or the Big Ten. Now, if that happens, you bet your bottom dollar Clemson and Miami will pack their bags and find them a new conference as well. Now, as I'm having this conversation, alert comes through from Sports Illustrated, one of the companies I used to work for. They wasn't smart enough to keep me there. The Big Ten presidents has discussed potentially raiding the Pac-12 2 to 4 members as conference expansion accelerates. So there you go right there. The Big Ten is already looking to strike to dismantle that conference. Let's get back to Florida State, though, because if Florida State leaves, like I said, Clemson and Miami is going to pack their bags and go too. Florida State's beef is the amount of money they bring to the conference is not amount of money that they bring back from the conference. So they're saying, listen, give us a bigger piece of the pie and we stay. If not, we're going to consider leaving. Now, if I'm the ACC, you may have to kowtow and buckle to Florida State. But the Clemsons and the Miamis are going to say, listen, we bring in money to this conference as well. This is the way I would say to fix it. Let's just say Florida State does decide to leave. And that triggers Clemson and Miami leaving as well. If I'm the ACC, right, I go and I scoop up Memphis, and then I combine with the Big East, and I make a power basketball conference. You still got Vatech, North Carolina State for football. Memphis plays football as well. Now you got UConn for basketball to go along with Syracuse, Pittsburgh, and everybody else. So I would look to combine those conferences and make a power conference.